Hey guys, Matt here, and I want to talk today about the new news from Discmania. So late last week, UC Marisma came online and announced that Discmania and Innova will be parting ways. If you don't know, Innova's been producing the majority and for a long time the entirety of Discmania's assortment at their Rancho Cucamonga facility, and a lot of their molds were shared pieces between Innova molds, and they were all tooled by the Innova tooling team. They had produced by Innova Champion Disc on the underside of them, and until the active and evolution lines came out in late 2019, that was all their discs. By severing those ties, a lot of us were afraid that all of the original Discmania discs, the PDs, PD2s, P2s, FD3s that they had for years would just be completely unavailable. And in a sense, that's correct, but not entirely. So if you haven't seen the news yet today, or maybe you have, UC came on and announced that they would be producing their own disc in Sweden at a new factory that they're opening up, and that the original Discmania line would live on, which is very cool. So if you're not familiar with the way the whole copyright thing was set up, he kind of explained it in a press release a while back. So Innova owns all the molds. They own the physical property. Discmania owns all the names and all the marketing material. So it seems like what they're doing is with 5 molds starting out. I believe it was the P2, PD, DD3, FD, and MD3. They will be producing those at their new facility in Sweden. So they have a new proprietary Italian plastic blend that's supposed to be the best. They have 3 blends of the D blend, like base plastic, in some sort of soft, medium, and firm type of alignment. And they'll be recreating their original disc with this new machinery and new molds. So while they won't have the original molds in hand anymore, they will have presumably discs from every run of the original line that they have presumably given to a tooling company to recreate those molds to the best of their ability, or perhaps even tweak them to be even more ideal by their own standards, and recreate those discs that everybody loves so much. Now I've got right here an S-Line PD, presumably from the final run made by the Innova factory. It's 160 weight, so pretty lightweight, but you gotta think that over the years, a lot of players have gotten really familiar with how certain discs feel, and they're gonna have a hard time holding up to the expectations, not only in feel, but flight. And the PD is kind of unique. It's got this Firebird wing on the bottom, which is, pretty scooped out, and then it has this teeny tiny little ridge on the outer wing, similar to a T-Bird. And then it has the Discmania Anheuser top, which they may have been able to keep, since that was the one mold piece that we know they had that Innova didn't use by and large, with this very unique tapering outer wing that people either seem to absolutely love or absolutely hate. And different runs are more domey or flat, and the different plastics have molded up differently over the years. So I think what they'll run into a little bit is someone's got a second run PD that they really love. They get the new one, think it'll be exactly the same, and it's maybe more similar to a different previous run of PD. And then, oh, this is terrible. It's nothing like the PD I had. Because disc golfers are going to complain. We're really good at it. And if there's anything to pick at over a decision or anything that's happening, people will rake it all over the coals and tear it to shreds. So that's probably what's going to happen. But I got a feeling that UC's got a pretty good idea on how to do this. And from a business standpoint, having his own manufacturing is a fantastic step for them. It looks like they've been working on it behind the scenes for a while. The machinery looked identical to the machine that Latitude 64 showed in their video with Jonathan a couple months ago. And I have to think that with their partnership with Latitude, they probably got some great advice from Thomas and the team on what the best type of machinery to use and things like that would be. And working with Dave Denapace and Harold Duval at Innova for all those years, they probably had a pretty good idea already. So now they have 2 manufacturing facilities making both the originals and the Evolution line in Sweden, along with Yikun making the active line in China. So they'll have essentially 3 different factories in 2 continents pumping out A lot of great discs. I've liked some from both the Evolution and the Active line. I think the Magician and the Sensei are fantastic discs that a lot of people could use. And I really like the Method and the Enigma so far from the Evolution line. The Enigma, I think, could fill the slot of like the understable, like the Eco DD3, or even just the DD, if anyone still throw those. I don't know that they do, but it's great to see that some of those discs that people have been throwing for years will be available in some new incarnation. Hopefully they're all really great and you guys don't complain too much about them. I know I'll try not to. That doesn't mean that all of the Innova tool discs probably won't be going for crazy amounts of money on the Facebook collectors groups and things like that. Don't try to buy this one. It's not for sale. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. And congratulations on the new venture, Discmania.